So I'm Johnny B from Coldwell Banker. I help basically Silicon Valley's executives get their beautiful mansions and their homes, luxury homes. And I'm here to learn from the best. Grant Cardone's University has been a tremendous benefit to myself, and I look forward to learning and meeting Grant.
All right, Johnny B is in the house. Why do they call you Johnny B?
My first mentor said, nobody's going to remember your name. Brett Howard's too long. They're going to look at the sign. They're going to say, John, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Johnny B, and that's really worked for me.
Uh-huh.
People remember my name well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You'll probably remember me tomorrow.
I'll remember Johnny B now. Johnny, what's the B stand for? Billion?
Brett Howard.
Billion?
Yeah, it should be.
$1 billion worth of real estate?
That's what you're going to be. I've already figured that out.
Oh, no, no doubt. I'm making it for sure.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? You're doing real estate now, right?
Yeah, I'm doing real estate.
Okay.
I'm a team leader at Coldwell Banker, got a small team.
Yeah.
We're in the top 10%, really the top 6%.
Yeah.
And I need to be in the top 1%.
Yeah, what changes?
What?
What changes going from the top 6 to the top 1?
In terms of volume?
Everything.
It's like triple. Pretty much the people at the top mostly sell high-end homes.
Okay.
So I started out in the low end, I went to mid-range, pretty high, and now high-end. Mm-hmm. The challenge is, how do you meet these people who have maybe 100,000 employees and get them to meet you at an open house and trust you enough that they want to sit down and pick your brain?
Yeah.
And then after you do that, to have them follow your lead on how to pick the house, what are the negotiating strategies, how to take care of the finance, you know, the whole 9 yards. I mean, that's a lot of trust.
I don't think you're going to meet them in an open house.
That's where I'm meeting them now.
No. No, you're not.
Oh, I want to hear from you how I can do that better.
You're not meeting them. You're doing open houses, right?
I am.
And you're not meeting them.
I am. I'm closing them too.
Okay. Okay, but
there's a better way.
The ones you want, you're not meeting there.
That's right.
You're
ones,
meeting the ones you're closing.
That's right. I want to see some more.
Yeah. The game's changing right now, big time.
Oh, yeah.
So number one, I would go back. Let me just back up a second. I would look at, I talked about this, and if you're not first, you're last. I would look at what the top 1% do.
Right.
Maybe even smaller than that. The top 10% of the top 1%. Mm-hmm. I'd make a target of 2 or 3 names, and I would target those people not to compete with them. I would target to dominate them and steal their business from them. Who are their clients? Mm-hmm. What are they selling? Who are they selling? Where are they going? How do they get in front of people? What are they doing?
Right.
Okay, that's what I would figure out how to literally dominate their space. But I'll just tell you, there was a couple here in LA, and about 8 years ago, Brandon and Ramey came to me and said, I was about to release the 10X rule.
Right.
And Brandon's not a reader, hustler.
I love the 10X rule.
Yeah, thank you. And so this guy's not a reader. I said, hey man, I got a new book coming in.
Kindle's for that. That does. What do they call it? The whisper thing? I listen to that in the car all the time. Yeah.
So anyway, I gave Brandon the same advice. I said, bro, he was new to LA. They were brand new here. It's Joyce Ray here. It's all the big brokers that have been the big brokers for 30 years.
Right.
And I said, look, make a list of the top 2 or 3. Deny that anyone else even exists. Mm-hmm. Literally, they are invisible to you.
So you reset your target.
Huh?
You reset your target in your market.
Reset the target to the top 2.
Yeah.
And figure out what you have to do. Whatever you have to spend on advertising, okay? Whatever cover you have to buy, whatever announcement you need to make, whatever. And 2 years ago, they were like the #1 brokers in the country. In the country, not in LA.
Wow. I definitely need to learn and up my game for absolute sure.
Yes. All I'm saying to you is, you don't need to steal it. You don't need to look, you being successful doesn't take any money out of Tim Cook's pocket.
Right.
Okay? You're just thinking about you're thinking about your little pond of real estate.
That's right.
I'm thinking about, no man, you go out and create. If she decides to submit, okay, and give you market, that was her decision.
Right.
If she decides to put up a fight, man, and you guys go at it.
Which is even better for both of us.
Totally better for both of you, right? Because everybody's game raises.
That's right.
But somebody in the food chain is going to go hungry. They're going hungry now. Most real estate agents can't even feed themselves. So they're showing homes they can't buy themselves, right? Mm-hmm. So at some level, you're always going to be doing that, right?
That's
you're
right.
going to be, so. And I would not become dependent upon, oh, I got to meet Tim Cook. You know, I got to meet the Google boys. Because that's not where the game's going to be won. The game's going to be won at $5 million, $4 million.
That's right. Most of the sales are $3 to $4 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy there.
Yeah.
But I still want collateral in the 10 and $20 million range, so I can show that marketing.
Yeah, totally.
When I do my marketing, I do it as if it's a $10 million home.
Okay.
That way, when I get there, the collateral will be there. This is, I'm sorry,
So
that's
let
an
me go back to
example.
this thing about like the way I present Johnny B.
Well, here's the presentation that they give.
Yeah.
They were raised in that town.
Yeah.
They were there since they were kids. And they talk
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
riding horses
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
hiking and whatnot.
Yeah.
They are dominating the market year
Yeah.
after year for the last 10 years.
And they're telling
they
people
sold
that, right?
that one, they sold that one, they sold the one next door.
Yeah.
They know the kids, they know the grandkids.
Yeah, totally.
You know, that's most of the pitch.
Instant credibility.
Now, as far as the actual marketing, I'm not really seeing it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know,
but
those
here-
marketing pieces are missing, and the negotiating pieces
Yeah,
are
but,
missing.
dude, if I have you list my house, I don't care about the marketing.
Really?
I don't even care about it. Okay, I list a portfolio. Grant, we're going to get your
What
approval.
do you care about? If I'm selling your house, what do you care about?
I care about, hey, you're telling me we can sell this house. You're telling me you can get above market for that house.
Right.
You're telling me, I believe that Johnny B is going to work hard for me. I don't care if you've been doing this 100 years.
Yeah.
I don't care if you knew the neighbor down the street. That all sounds good in a second.
It does.
But really what they're selling over there is, we've done it
That's-
over and over and over again.
That's exactly
that's
right.
That's
That's
what I'm, they're the trusted people in the market. This
Yeah.
means nothing to me. So I wouldn't spend any time on this. I would just look people in the eye and say, not only am I going to get, because the brochure's not, it's not for me, it means nothing. I'm not going to keep the brochure, I want my house sold.
Right, right.
Okay? Sell my house, get me above market. Okay? Tell the buyer, or the seller, you and I are going to set the market on this house. But you came here because you want something else.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
I want to step up my game.
Good. So the way to do that is, one, you can't make sense of this. You have to get rid of any and all ideas of how you make sense of that. Like what you just did to me.
What do you mean?
You said, hey man, I'm doing all right. You know?
Yeah, I need to get rid of that
and
thought.
then you said, I said, how you live on that? And you're like, man, I grew up in poverty. You're making sense. You're making sense of the money you make.
Right, right.
How do you live on that? You need to become like, dude, how am I living on 600 grand? You know how you do it? You reduce your level of what you want in life and what you deserve. You lower what you deserve to make sense of that. You don't have the advantage of saying, I'm so-and-so.
Right.
And we did Tim's house.
Right.
You know? Who knows what 3 names they drop over and over and over again? Right?
Right.
I know the deal, man. I don't care about the 3 names. You sold Tim's house? Good for you, dude. What are you going to do for me? All I care about is, what are you going to do for me?
Right.
Okay? So when we sold our house in LA, I had, I don't know, 2 or 3 people come
I saw
over.
the video of you having a couple of agents
That's
over
how
and
you
you were
pitch.
talking.
That's how you pitch a house right there. That's how
But you
pitch
were
it.
pitching them. You were showing them how to pitch your house.
Exactly. Okay? And
Did it work? How did it turn out?
We sold the house for $17 million in a terrible market. I
Yeah.
paid $8.
What do you think it
We
was
set
worth?
the market.
You think it was worth 15?
I don't think it.
Less than that?
I think it was worth probably 20. You know.
Yeah.
So make a list of what they're doing at the top. What they won't do is the second thing you want to do. What they won't do, and 3, you got to get on the listing side of the game and off the buyer side of the game.
Okay.
1 million, 2 million, 3 million, Johnny. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 20 million. Damn, I'm good at math. Just got to skip now. Okay, you've been doing this. You've been doing this thing at 600 grand long enough. Now you just need to say, I'm just going to skip.
Well, I'm going to narrow down my focus to
Narrow down the
top
focus. Yeah.
people to study what they're
You
doing.
already know who that is. Man, shit, you're awesome, dude. Even when you don't have sleep.
I just got done talking to Grant Cardone and his beautiful wife and in their beautiful home. It's fantastic. Grant is he's such a powerhouse. I can't believe the information that I gained from him. The focus and the 10x thinking to just target the very top and stop thinking about the rest of the market.